need your help.
Drew, you look like you've been rode hard and put away wet.
You want all the bad news now, or should I spread it out some?
You're not going to tell me that you messed up my waterfront deal.
No, I messed up my life.
That's all? You're young. You haven't lived long enough to do much messing up.
Yeah, well, I did my fair share of it. That's partly why I came to Landview in the beginning. But now it's caught up to me.
What, a woman?
No, Mel Hayes.
What the devil has Mel Hayes got to do with you?
He went down to Nashville and conned my mom. And she spilled the whole story.
Go on.
You know, a few years ago, I got mixed up with this guy down in Signal Mountain, Tennessee. He made like he was the leader of this cult. People had to pay $1,000 to join up and be saved.
Well, I'll be.
Yeah, well, we got busted for fraud.
You do time?
No, sir. But there's a warrant out for Travis Bream. That's the name I used.
What is Mel Hayes going to do with all this information?
Well, that's where it gets complicated. He found out something else. Something about Kelly.
He's a busy little beaver, ain't he?
She was driving the car that made Patrick Thornhart swerve off the road into a tree.
Dorian Lord's niece? A baby killer? This could be very useful.
I know. That's what I tried to use that to have her sell us her warehouse. Instead, she goes to Mel, he went down to Nashville, and now he's telling me to lay off her or else.
Don't worry about that.
He wants Kelly to turn herself into the police. I mean, at that point, we've got no leverage.
I'll tell you, this Mel Hayes is becoming a real nuisance. And you, boy, are becoming a real liability.
You gonna turn me in?
Oh, hell no. I'm just gonna move you from the minus column to the plus column. I don't think it'll be too hard to clean up your record. Then we go after Mel Hayes.
My mom's involved.
What?
She had to pay some hush money to one of the marks that I conned, who fingered me for Travis Bream.
You let her? You hid behind your mama's skirts? You little wusp? Boy, do I have things to teach you. But first things first, I gotta get you clean. Then you go to Dorian's and tell her about Kelly's problem.
Listen, I pushed her as hard as I could. She's not gonna knuckle under to blackmail.
Who's talking blackmail? You're going about this the wrong way. When we get through with Dorian Lord, she's gonna beg us to take this warehouse off her hands. She's gonna have tears of gratitude for us. Now you listen up, Drew.
Are you going to let a dim-witted hillbilly like Drew make a fool out of you?
Don't call him that.
I have called his grandfather worse, and believe me, Asa is the one who is behind all of this.
Drew would not do that to me.
He's really got you under his spell, doesn't he?
You are the one who doesn't respect me, not Drew.
I not only respect you, I love you. And come hell or high water, I'm going to protect you.
See, that is the difference. That is the very difference. You want to make me feel so helpless so you can be in control. Drew wants me to be in control of my own life.
He really knows how to push all the buttons, doesn't he?
You were wrong about him.
Was I wrong about Joey?
It's true.
Drew has driven a wedge between us.
You did that when you accused him of blackmailing me.
He did! Right here in this room. He threatened you.
You misunderstood him. He explained the whole thing to me.
Kelly!
Hello?
Kelly, it's Mel.
Hi, Mel.
Are you alone?
Hello, Mel. I trust you've called to apologize.
I was speaking with Kelly.
Well, you're speaking to me now, and you know what I want to hear.
I'm not the enemy.
Oh? Prove it.
Don't do this, Dorian.
I will do whatever it takes, Mel. I always have. And right now, I feel like I'm under siege. Okay, my daughter's in the middle of a divorce. Blair's gonna have to learn how to walk again. Star is fighting for her life, and Kelly doesn't trust me anymore, thanks to Drew. Without my support, Kelly is going to be thrown in prison, okay? Or worse.
She has my support, too.
You plan to write a story at her expense.
How I write that story can do her a lot more good than harm, especially if she gets the courage together to turn herself in.
So you have her best interests at heart, is that it?
And yours. We do it my way, Drew won't have anything to blackmail anybody with.
You don't know Asa Buchanan the way I know Asa Buchanan. Please, Mel, give me the ammunition I need to protect my family. Give me what you know about Drew. Please, Mel.
I know what I'm doing.
Fine. You go ahead. You write your precious story. I will take care of what's precious to me, my family. Great. All right. Fine. You trust Mel. Trust Drew. Trust anybody you like. Here.
Hello?
The story's about to break. I can't wait any longer. What's your decision, Kelly?
Well, how much time do I have?
I'll wait until 9 tomorrow morning to file.
Thank you.
Thank you? Thank you for what?
He's gonna wait till 9 tomorrow to turn in his story.
Oh, honey. That doesn't give us much time, does it?
What do you mean worse than prison?
I'm sorry. What?
You said that okay, something might happen to me worse than prison.
Oh, come on. Forget about that, okay? I just was angry at Mel, and I wanted to make him feel guilty.
I know, but I am the one that's guilty.
You are guilty of a mistake, Kelly. That's all. And if worse came to worse, you don't think Blair is going to press charges against you? Todd is another question.
Mel said that he didn't think Todd will be vindictive.
Then Mel isn't as perceptive as he would like us to believe. However, if an idiot like Todd can fool Mel, then so can we. There's still hope.
Got yourself a new girlfriend?
I was coming here to see you.
Yeah, I find every excuse I can to come down and see her, too. Oh, maybe miracles do happen, huh? She's getting stronger every day. And they say she has not let that donkey you gave her out of her arms for a second. Hey, what's this?
Oh, that's just the paper.
You are so... so vain, but very macho.
I suppose it's all over the hospital.
True. Most of the nurses want to meet Mel.
Mel, huh?
Yeah. Gosh, you are vain. They know you're taken.
I'm not proud of what I did.
Ah, aren't you?
No, I think the man has a right to free speech.
He doesn't have a right to put you down or your country. Guy Armitage is one of those reactionaries you plotted against, isn't he?
What do you mean?
Oh, you and your university friends, you told me a while ago that you used to plot ways to undermine anyone who didn't think all Ireland should be free. Not that you did anything about it. Remember when you said that Siobhan would sit there with her needlepoint and not even take notice? Oh, don't look now.
What are you doing hanging around my daughter, Thornhart?
One Life to Live, brought to you by I Can't See Wednesday.
I hear Star's handling the transplant very well.
Yeah. Where'd you get that stupid donkey?
I gave her the toy.
It's a germ-free environment.
It was sterilized first.
Huh. The best present she got was from Alex, you know. Bone marrow donor of the year. She's a murderer, too. Just slipped out.
Dr. Sands is optimistic for a full recovery since there's no sign of rejection.
Guardedly optimistic, that's the party line.
It's good news all the same, and I'm glad.
Are you?
Your child's alive.
I guess you think that I don't have a reason to hate your guts.
I believe you think you do.
I can think of a reason to hate just about everybody. Except her. You know, you don't know what you missed.
Yes, I do.
Maybe so.
Let's go get some coffee. I only have a short break.
Just found out I have a couple of days off before summer school.
Great. I'm with some vacation days. Do you want to go somewhere?
Yeah, ever been camping?
Are you serious?
A couple of days in the mountains, why not?
And by camping, you mean...
We can pitch a tent and cook over an open fire. Just you and me, away from everyone, away from everything. Just us and the stars and wildflowers.
Now that sounds heavenly. But I must warn you, I'm a big city girl.
Ugly donkey. I'll get you a better one. He hasn't suffered enough for what he's done to you. Not nearly enough. Yet.
Is my dad around?
Hey, no, actually, he's upstairs in the courthouse. I could have him beat for you if you like.
No, I'll catch up with him later. Any news on Professor Thornhart's car crash?
No, not yet.
My dad said something about you could trace a 911 call.
Yeah, well, actually, it didn't come from a payphone, which makes it more difficult. But this guy from the phone company's agreed to work overtime to check the transponders to see if it came from a mobile cell unit.
Oh, that sounds tricky.
Actually, just time-consuming. But this guy from the phone company, Tom Greer, he's really happy about it. He's got 2 kids in college and could use the money.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, well, he said he'd have something for us by 5 o'clock. So, excuse me, I gotta file these.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Tom Greer, take your sweet time.
How far will you go to get more?
Sometimes the sun takes its own sweet time to get over the yardarm. Vodka martini, please.
Straight up 3 olives? I remember from the first time that you were here with Dory and Lord. I think it was your first day in town.
Oh, Maggie.
Carpenter, you are Mel Hayes. I see your byline.
Well, she makes a fine martini and she's literate. Also, a nun at one point, yes? Sister Maggie, the bartender?
Just plain old Maggie. And this bartender is also a teacher.
Ah, a fine profession.
At a school for the deaf.
Well, every time I delete a dangling participle, I give thanks to the good sisters of St. Ignatius, who succeeded in teaching me grammar, although they did not succeed in turning me into a respectable citizen.
I don't know. I think you were pretty respectable at the hostage situation at the diner. I mean, you didn't clobber with Kevin Buchanan for stealing your story, and you comforted Vicky.
Well, also, the good sisters always tried to see my best side, too.
So, I don't see you at St. Joe's. I go to the early mass.
Well, I've given up on Mass. I guess I haven't forgiven God. He killed my wife in an airplane crash.
My father just died. He was an Episcopalian bishop, so of course I became a Catholic nun.
So, you became an ex-nun after his death?
No, before. It was one more failure he could hold over me.
So, was it the bishop who taught you how to make a perfect martini?
No, that I owe to Max Holden, among many other things.
Ah, yes, the owner of this establishment. And a gentleman of many, many more ventures.
So how do you like Lambview?
Well, it's a town with a lot of stories.
And I see that you like to make your share of news.
Yeah. I'd have preferred it if the headline had read, Reporter Rams Racist Reactionary.
Well, if you didn't hit him.
Well, only with words. Oh, well. There's always next time.
Do me a favor, don't break up the place, okay?
I expected to find my son skulking down here.
No. I'm the only skulker. Now there's you. Of course, you do it a lot better than I do.
Ian said that he might be by later on.
After he's finished his usual share of failures for the day.
Maggie, look at this. The olives are shrinking. I wonder if lethal sarcasm works on cancerous tumors, too. Just think, Armitage, you could do something good in this world for once.
Oh, don't let me spoil your fun.
Gin and tonic. Ian.
I have been commanded.
Excuse me. Oh.
I expect a modicum of loyalty from my employees. From my son, I expect total allegiance.
Well, some expectations fall flat.
You are being sent back to London. You're finished here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I hate to see good gin go down the drain.
Did you hear me?
Hold that thought, Dad. Oh, Maggie.
Oh, you know.
Let me help you, Sister Maggie. Yeah.
Hey, Kelly. Hi. Todd isn't around, is he?
Oh, no.
Oh, good, because we had an uncomfortable run-in with him earlier.
And wonderful to see Star full of life again.
Oh, yeah.
You suffered a lot.
Me?
Yeah. I know you and Blair are like sisters. And to see her battered and broken like that, and the loss of the child,
I'm so sorry.
I know. But Star's a plucky one. So she misses her mother, but look at that smile.
She's going to make it.
She has to.
God would never give us more than we can bear.
She would have loved a little brother.
Kelly.
I really wish you hadn't said that. He's in a lot of pain, too, you know.
Oh, Marty, I'm so sorry.
Well, it's just that he comforts everyone, and it's so hard to comfort him. We went and put flowers on Brendan's grave. That's the name they chose for their son just before it happened. They were singing. Patrick taught Blair the Irish national anthem so that she could sing it to their son. I know when he looks in on Star, he imagines his own son. But now all he can do is put flowers on Brendan's grave and write poems to a little boy who's now up in heaven.
Honey, I'm home. You recognize my disguise? That's an inside joke.
Grandpa?
Hey, there's more to life than food, you know? Like this handy-dandy timer. I got a detonator disguised as a camping lantern battery. And look what I found in the garbage bag behind the electronics store. And they say that you gotta be a psycho who lives in a shack to design a bomb, huh? Hey, you be careful over there, right? You stay away from my bomb stuff.
Lamb sauce.
See, this, what we have here is a little piece of history. These are the plans for the bomb that blew up Lord Whiting's boat in the River Shannon. That's in Ireland. Hey, I should have paid more attention to bomb making 101.
Kaboom!
Oh, no, I didn't bring anything in the house that goes kaboom. See, I don't want any of that telltale chemical residue. I want this place to be snoop-proof. Besides, if you were pecking a plastique, you'd be nothing but a pile of feathers right now. Now, the only one who's gonna get blown to bits is the bard who bashed the billionaire. Hey, you saw that headline, right? What'd you think, huh? Not bad. So literal, all right? When I said that I was going to blow Patrick to bits, I didn't mean that I was actually going to kill him or anybody else. Just meant that his past was going to come back and blow up in his face. Kaboom!
Kaboom!
That's right. See, symmetry, right? I like symmetry. 15 years ago, Patrick Thornhart and his friend blew up a boat. This guy, Lord Whiting, on it. Some reactionary publisher. The only problem was that Patrick's friend was on the boat and he got blown up with the blast. See, accidents happen around Thornhart. Symmetry. This information came to me courtesy of a little Irish felon named Keneally. Actually, courtesy had nothing to do with it. It cost me £1 million Irish pounds, but it was worth it. See, now this is where the symmetry comes in. Another reactionary publisher, Guy Armitage. Another boat, this time it's in the Lantana River. Same bomb. Oh, well, it's the same type anyway, and the same Irish hothead. Patrick Thornhart. The billionaire bashing bard. Did it in front of witnesses, too. Even Vicky. Oh, it was so easy to set him up. All I had to do was print that article that Armitage did with me, you know, the interview. Everything he said. You know, that guy really is a pig.
Boy.
Well, you do impressions. That's cool. Of course, Thornhart took the bait, right? With a little help from Mel Hayes. Now, remind me, I gotta send him a bottle of vodka.
Vodka.
No, none for you.
Oh.
Tick, tock, tick, tock. All I have to do is plant the bomb on Guy Armitage's boat and make sure that all of the evidence points towards Patrick.
Kaboom!
You got it. I mean, the boat will be destroyed. It's too bad it's a nice boat. The guy can get another one, right? I mean, there'll be a big flap, worldwide coverage. Terrorist attack fails. Will they try again? And then Keneally will conveniently hear about it in his Irish prison and drop a few choice words with his Irish warden. He'll mention that he once knew a lad who made a strikingly similar terrorist device who now lives in Landview, Pennsylvania. And surprise, the investigation turns up plastic residue in Patrick's garret along with other evidence, and Poetry Boy gets deported and tried for the murder of Lord Whiting. And Marty pines away at the jailhouse gates. And I get my revenge. Hey, you gotta stay away from this, okay? I don't want any of your parrot DNA on my bomb. Did you order Chinese food again, huh?
I came to see the bird.
Actually, you know,
I brought him a toy. Ah, there you are.
You see, it's swilling the gin, not spilling the gin. Subtle.
Helping the prophet.
No problem.
No.
See, what we do is we'll wring out this towel into the glass, add a little extra ice, and voila.
Brilliant.
Whoa. See, if it's one thing that he's taught me, it's how to make a silk purse out of Saint-Cyr.
Well, let's not bait him, okay?
Oh, no. That's one of life's little pleasures.
The old goat can't figure out why I'm not groveling and whimpering.
Why don't you just tell him to put a sock in it?
Well, I did in my own special, subtle way.
Would you be subtle with a live bomb? He looks like he's ready to explode.
That's a good point. I could aggravate him to the point of apoplexy and then be rid of him.
You could get rid of him by telling him the truth about you, about him, about us.
And put him out of his misery? Oh, no, that wouldn't be any fun.
Even if he was your father, no human being has the right to treat anyone the way he has treated you.
You know what I want? I want him to just look me in the eye once, as an equal. And then I'll let him off the hook.
You know, if he were my son, I'd be proud of his moxie. Then, of course, my sons have at least some respect for me. So.
You will hear me out.
God, Father, I am not 12 years old anymore.
You will do as I say.
No. Actually, I probably won't. Don't even think about it, or I will take my belt off and I will put welts on your backside, Dad.
Oh, you couldn't take it even then. You'd run crying to your mummy. Well, just remember, your mummy isn't around to protect you anymore.
No. It's just you and me, here and now.
Thank you, Winston. I knew we spoke the same language. Now, when I get down to Nashville, I aim to see the prize bull. You give my best, Lorleen, you hear? Adios. Well, Travis Breen is no longer a wanted man. But it cost, boy, it cost. I had to call a favor on a judge, an old buddy of mine. Plus lay a bundle on the chief of police. Now, the next time, have your mama call me first.
There won't be a next time.
Would you like to bet? Now, not in a good mood. What else you got?
Can I at least say thanks?
You already did. Now, how far are the hounds from the little fox?
Well, in about 30 minutes, a guy by the name of Tom Greer from the phone company is going to call Andy Harrison with Kelly's cell phone number. That's all the proof they need to arrest her.
Well, what do you know about this fella Greer?
Well, I know he volunteered for overtime so he could pay for his kids' college tuition.
Well, everybody's got a lot of problems these days. You know what it takes to move a mountain, Drew?
Faith.
You are Becky Lee's kid, all right. I'll tell you what. Get on your horse. Go move a mountain. I gotta see a man about a dog.
You insolent pup.
Is that the best you can do? That was a serious request. Why should anyone listen to anything you have to say? Oh, really?
He pays them to.
The money, is that it?
Oh, yes, you can sneer. You've never been without it. I've earned it, and you've spent it. That's why you've no backbone.
In your opinion, Dad.
Ian.
I apologize for my son.
No need.
We will resume this conversation when you are prepared to comport yourself as befits an Armitage.
I am not through with you yet.
Unhand me.
How Shakespearean. Shut up. No, you shut up, because you're about to hear a truth that you've been able to avoid by surrounding yourself with bootlickers and toadies.
Unlike you.
No, because I have drunk from the cup of truth.
Me too.
I could have you up for assault, son or no son.
Yeah, well, you know how that turned out last time.
The fact is, you are a bore and a bully. You are nothing but a spiv from the East End. All right? You are a rotten piece of fruit with a veneer of wax called money. You have been reduced to a single-minded, desperate, viciously selfish desire to camouflage your true nature, but it will out.
This is the end of the line for you.
Yes, it is. And prepare for the stench. Because you are rotten and I am the sun. That's spelled S-U-N, as in sun, as in the sky.
I'll disown you.
You can't.
See if I don't.
I said you can't. Disinherit me, yes.
Don't think I haven't considered it. No good-for-nothing son of mine is ever going to treat me with disrespect.
You're quite right. Because you don't have a son. Good for nothing or otherwise.
You know what? I think he likes it, but I'm not sure. What's this, huh?
What's what?
This red wire.
Oh!
Oh my God, he can speak. Oh, but what a weird thing to say.
It's part of a song that I'll teach you to.
Oh, really? What song?
Kaboom, DA.
Oh, good song, but it's not kaboom DA, it's boom DA. Only you would teach a bird that song. It's hard enough for them to say Polly wants a cracker, Todd.
Oh, no, he doesn't like crackers. He likes cram sauce. He's a weird bird.
Oh, don't. You hurt his feelings, right?
No, see, weird is a compliment to him.
You know, the whole time we had him, he did not say one word.
Well, he kind of only talks to me.
You mean you actually have conversations with him?
Oh, yeah. He told me all about his time at Landfair. You know, the shackles, the bread and the water, the solitary confinement. He's bitter.
You know what? You and the birds, you're alike. Weird, but sweet.
No. You know, they live to be 100. Maybe I could leave him to you in my will.
Ah.
I mean, he comes with his own trust fund.
Hey, I'd like that. Oh, actually, no, I wouldn't, because then you wouldn't be around anymore, but maybe Star should have him. I mean, she's gonna live longer than I am.
I think you just talked yourself out of a bird. Shouldn't you be home, you know, doing homework or something?
Todd, you don't have homework the last week of school. Get with it. You're a father now, you're gonna have to know these things.
I guess you're just gonna have to teach me. Look, I was kind of in the middle of something.
Oh, why didn't you just say something?
I just did.
Oh, well, I could go up and play with the bird upstairs.
Actually, you know, what I'm doing is kind of tricky. It needs all of my focus, you know, and then you come in here with all of your light and your sunshine, and it kind of ruins my concentration.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, whatever. Look, I think he's gonna like your toy. I can tell.
Okay, well, I'll come back. I'll come back the next time, okay? I'll call?
Sure, no problem.
Thank
Whatever.
you. Bye, Bird.
Yeah. You almost blew the whole game. I'm gonna live to regret that.
Blue, ABC Tuesdays.
Sweet dreams, princess. Sweet dreams.
Hey. I had to agree to work nights next week, but it is official. I'm sprung as of now.
All right, how much time did you get off?
Only 2 days.
2 glorious days.
That's true. No alarm clocks, no beepers, no papers to grade. Just you and me.
And the stars and the wild mountain time.
Yeah, I'll share you with them, but no one else.
Hope this elevator's empty.
Why?
Play with your new bird toy. One more time in your bird burger. Gotta get this bomb on Guy Armitage's boat in the next couple of days. See, Thornhart's gonna be off in the mountains roasting marshmallows over an open fire. Nobody around for miles to give him an alibi, I mean, except Marty. We believe her anyway. She loves that creep. I'll grow up. It's a nice try, but no cigars. Ta-ra-ra, kaboom, D-A.
I wish to God it were true. You always were a poor excuse for a son.
An excuse is all it was, especially on Mother's part.
Don't you malign her?
Oh, of course not, because you did that every minute of every day. I hope to God that there is an afterlife, so that she can spend eternity with the only man that she should have married, the only man she ever truly loved. John Carpenter. Yes, my father. My real father.
And my father.
It's not a lie.
Truth didn't come out until after his death, but it's true. There's proof. Eleanor wrote a letter. You can look at it if you like.
Mother was pregnant when you married, which of course she only did for your money, because her family was nearly bankrupt at the time. My birth was premature, do you remember? Oh, no, of course not, because you were conveniently absent. Well, there were twins, and Hannah gave the little girl, Maggie, to John, because Mother knew how you treated women, and she thought that she would spare her only daughter that living hell.
She should have sent you both.
Oh, would that she had. Because Bishop Carpenter may not have been a saint, but his sins pale in comparison to your sadism.
I knew it all along. I knew I could never have spawned a mewling, puking coward like you, with no spirit, no stomach for a fight, no stamina.
I outlasted you.
I owe you nothing. Not a red cent. Nothing.
The feeling is mutual.
You are nobody to me. Good. I'll make it official as soon as I get hold of my solicitor.
So I'm disinherited.
By God, you are!
Wow. I have never seen $6 billion go down the drain before.
Yes. But isn't it great?
So there's absolutely no way to retrieve those calls.
I'm afraid not. The computer's had a memory dump.
And there's no backup file?
Sorry. I guess we're out of luck. I'll probably lose my job.
Oh, God, I hope not. You still have, like, what, 3 years of college tuition payments, right?
Well, there's always the lottery.
I really spent $3,438 on that hideous outfit? Maybe I should start buying lottery tickets. Oh, God. Honey, what is it? What's happened?
Just help me, please.